Yeah, it was obviously a very challenging surface. I think we're bitterly disappointed. I feel like we have probably missed an opportunity, more so in the first innings than anything. You look at the position we found ourselves in at 70 on for 2, and we had a real chance to, in hindsight, if we'd have even got 200, that would have been a very good score on that wicket, and the game would have looked completely different. So it's slightly frustrating. It's something that we've got to learn from. We've got to get better. And we've got to keep looking to find a way of scoring runs on surfaces like this, but it is very challenging. You can see that with the scores throughout the whole game, the way that India batted as well, with guys that are more used to playing on turning wickets.
घंटों रिसर्च कर बढ़िया प्लेयर्स चुन के बेस्ट टीम बनाई थी तुमने, पर टीम फिर भी हार गई तुम्हारी। क्या कभी ऐसा लगा है कि रियल प्लेयर्स के साथ भी खेल रहे हो या नहीं? हाउस पे आओ, हाउस पे आप ही की तरह है सिर्फ और सिर्फ असली फैंस, गारंटीड। Visit houseit.com and make your team now.
No, I honestly think the ball had quite a big factor in this wicket. I think that the plastic coating on it and the hardness of the seam compared to the red SG ball meant that it almost gathered pace off the wicket if it hit the shiny side, or if it didn't hit the seam. It almost gathered pace, and we're actually due to be beaten for pace, not necessarily beaten on the inside, which, if you weren't up for pace, you look back at some of the replays and actually the bats would probably end up in the right position and would have covered the ball. But because of the nature of it gathering pace off the wicket, I think that had a big part to play in things, and credit to Axar in particular. I think he utilised that and exploited that exceptionally well. I found a very good method, very repeatable method on that surface, which made it very challenging. Yeah, I mean, we look to try and play our best side in terms of utilising that pink ball. Thought the wicket was going to hold together better than it did, and throughout the whole practice days, it seemed around, it swung religiously and seemed like a real threatening option. Easy in hindsight to say otherwise and select a different team. But we wanted to give our seamers, which we feel is a big strength of ours, the chance to exploit those conditions. And unfortunately, it was a slight misread in that regard. Look, I've got no problems with the umpires on the field. I thought they were outstanding. Actually, when it's challenging for the batters, it's definitely challenging for the umpires. And I thought they both had very good games, to be fair. I think you're referring to what happened when we were in the field, and it's more the frustration of the process. It wasn't a frustration with the individual at all. It's the fact that we want the process to be consistent. It doesn't matter if it's just for us. It's for both teams. You want everyone to get the opportunity to, whether it's look at more than one camera, like that was the case this time around. We'd seen it in the first game, in the previous game, where things weren't checked for as long as they could have been, and we had a good conversation with John McGall at the end of day's play. We explained our frustrations and what we wanted to get off our chest, and felt like through that we came to a very good understanding, and I felt like we've actually dealt with it very well, to be fair. It was a good conversation. They took on board what we had to say, and hopefully that improves things. It was the consistency of using the technology. So it doesn't matter whether it's out or not. That wasn't my frustration. I'm not expecting every decision to go in on technology that's in the ground, and that was what was passed across, and it's taken on board, and feel like actually it should improve things moving forward.